We have some high quality youth sport coming your way right now. It's time for the under 21 compound men's team gold medal match at the 2022 European Youth Championships. A couple of big names in the lineups, certainly on both sides of the draw, and the athletes are about to get ready for their introductions down on the field of play. Let's go right down there.
On target number 1, representing Denmark, Christopher Berg. Polly Bjarnason, Matthias Fullerton. On target number 2, representing Türkiye, Batuhan Archery, Toprak Çoban, and Jakob Yildiz. And your line judge for this match is Natalia Rodinova.
Well, what a lineup. Let's just go through the names quickly. Denmark, #1 seeds after the ranking round lineup with Christopher Berg, Tor Bjarnason and Matthias Fullerton. Türkiye, the #2 seeds with Batuhan Akçolu, Toprak Çoban and Jakob Yildiz. There are some top 20 seniors in the lineup here, Lucy.
It is incredible to watch these guys. This is the match I think I've been waiting for, apart from the GB matches. But Fullerton, you know, his personal best is 7:11 out of 7:20. He is absolutely smashing it on the senior circuit.
Yeah, well, #4 as a senior. But Jakob Yildiz, 19-year-old, is the world #20. So two teams with strong lineups. It will be the Danes to get the gold medal match underway.
Not the start he wanted, especially as the team from Türkiye are going to probably start with a 10. Tor Bjarnason, he has absolutely been smashing it this week.
9 to 10.
And he'll be shooting in the bronze tomorrow. Of course, Fullerton here.
Could be 9.
He's not had the best competition though. He got knocked out quite early on and seeded 4th, whereas his teammate Bjarnason seeded 1st.
Okay.
Well, there's the 10 you predicted. Çoban, the youngster in the team, 18 years old, starts with a solid 9. You mentioned earlier on, Lucy, that if your teammate puts a 10 down, it gives you something to aim at.
Yeah, you can almost see like a black dot in the middle of the target when you get a cluster of arrows together, and it actually really helps your dot kind of focus on the target.
Through the second rotation for the Danes. World Youth Team silver medalist Christopher Berg, along with his teammate Bjarnason.
Berg actually lost to Yildiz yesterday, so I think this would be payback for him if he won this match. That was nice with 5 seconds to go, getting a 10. They're putting pressure on themselves in these matches, these kids.
Yeah, we saw Danes dropping 5 points over that fast end.
10.
Akçolu there, going double tens. They don't want Türkiye to run away with this, the Danes. See them just looking on. This could be something very special in the future for Türkiye. 2 of their lineup ranked right up in the world's top 20.
9.
And that at senior level. And a 57, just dropping 3 points at Türkiye. A very, very solid start. Now, potentially a 56 for Denmark if they get that second arrow marked up. But you really can't let a team as strong as Türkiye run away at the beginning like this.
You're so right, because you know they're going to be strong. They've got some of the world's best archers in their team. You have to basically lay down 10s. I mean, that 8, yeah, he wasn't sure about it. His face says it all.
Saw Matthias Fullerton at breakfast this morning, staying in the same hotel. He gave me a little nod. He looked pretty focused, but you're saying that he's not had the week that perhaps we would expect from the world number senior world number 4, I should say.
I think the trouble is if you're doing really well at senior competitions, you then come to a junior competition, you're expected to win. And if you're not, that just puts pressure on yourself. But yeah, his teammates have had a great week, and although Chor looked a little bit shaky in the matches, he's through to the bronze tomorrow, so still all to play for. We've got 3 ends to go.
Well, Denmark keeping their moxie up there, trying to stay calm, trying to relax in between the ends. But they do trail, provisionally by 2 points. What would they give for that second arrow to be marked up from a 9 to a 10? And it looks like it has been marked up, that second arrow for Denmark, so actually they only trail by 1. Türkiye certainly look the more solid team, but they've had a chance to bed in now, Denmark. They will shoot first in the second end, and they'll be looking to move on from that 56. Well, contrasting colours there as we look across a beautiful main building at Lilleshall. Grey sky, beautiful creamy building, and the green trees really make for a beautiful backdrop for these European Championships. You're watching the compound men's under-21 team gold medal match between Denmark and Türkiye. Denmark trailing by a point as we go into the second end.
And that's the start he wanted in the last end, but yeah, it's going to be interesting what Türkiye does in their arrows. Of course, it gives the Denmark team, it gives them something to aim for. There you go. I think they found the middle.
Oh, come on indeed, Matthias Fullerton. You could see he was battling with the wind there, holding on, waiting for the right moment. And that come on was almost like a trigger for him to release. Batuhan Acholyu, a 20-year-old from Türkiye, to shoot first for this country in this second end. And there is a door open for Denmark. That was wind affected.
Oh, he did not look happy with that at all. That's really not what you want in this gold medal match. Both teams are so strong, and anything in the red is not really. It's not great for the team.
Do you think it was a shot issue or a process issue, or do you think it was the wind?
I think it's pretty windy out there. You can't see here, but when the cameras turn, the flags are fluttering quite a lot. So yeah, it's gonna add pressure to the shots.
Well, there you go. There is that windsock, and you called it, Lisa. You can't see it on the shooting line, but you go 10 metres down the line, and the wind's blowing in one direction. Go down another 10 metres, and it's blowing in another direction.
I always find this field very tricky, and well, actually the competition field as well. A lot of the archers said this week they've really struggled trying to find their shot.
But it's the same for everyone.
That is true. That is true.
9.
Okay, the perfect has just gone, but there is still a big opportunity to put a marker on at this match. After a shaky first end, Denmark have a chance to have a lead over Türkiye. Oh, that is great.
I was going to say that was absolutely beautiful. That was lovely to watch. What I found was interesting is interviewing the team from Türkiye. They were saying how lovely and green England is. I just don't really appreciate what a wonderful green country we have.
Well, we've been having Türkiye-like conditions for the last few weeks, but a bit of rain has well, made every gardener happy, that's for sure.
You can see Tjor Bjarnason in the background there. He's watching the team from Turkey and trying to keep calm and see what they're going to put down, but they've had a bit of a struggle in this end 2 of 4.
Well, a 1-1-1 for Türkiye after 2 ends. A curious little end there, as you were alluding to. You have to say that a 55 from Türkiye is not what you'd expect.
Not at all. I thought they'd be getting 59s the whole time, but they're having a discussion now. I think they're trying to work out what's been going on.
Well, bar mistakes from Denmark, they're in control of this at the halfway stage. And you said that Fullerton's had a tricky competition. Perhaps this is his moment to shine.
Yeah, with experience like his, it's going to be a relief to have him in your team, because you know he's going to enjoy these matches. I think sometimes it's just getting through to the gold medal match, and that could be the trickiest part, really. Pressure seems to have eased off the Danish team. They're smiling and joking, so I can't wait to see what happens in the third end.
Taking their time collecting the arrows from this second end, the Türkiye agent pulling them out. We get a good close-up of some of this equipment, the compound bow. Of course, athletes benefit from a mechanical help. The 2 cogs or gears at the top and bottom of the bow mean that the power of the arrows actually goes out much quicker than a recurve bow, but they shoot over a shorter distance on a smaller target.
Yeah, so the cams, what the cam systems do is when you pull back the string, it actually, so let's just say you pull back 50 pounds of pressure. If you're a recurve archer, you've got the full 50 pounds of pressure on your fingertips. Whereas if you're a compound archer, the cams actually kind of lock in place, and it cuts down the pressure that you've got on your fingers to about 20 pounds. So you can hold for a little bit longer, but it means you have to be more accurate.
Well, accuracy is the order of the day for Türkiye. We're going to the second half of this match, and they trail by 4 points.
Danish team looking on with stern faces at the team from Türkiye. And I think they're just trying to give them a show now. It was a bit of a wobble.
9.
But a much better start from Türkiye, 29 at the halfway stage for a 140. Of course, 145 available to Denmark. But just look at those flags in the background blowing again.
9.
What's really great about this under 21 category though is it gives people experience shooting in finals, shooting in front of cameras that may not get that opportunity in a senior competition. I mean, oh, that wind has just picked up. Oh, yeah, that's incredible shooting here from Bjarnason. Obviously, Fullerton doesn't need these junior competitions for gold medal practice. He's been in. Has he been in finals this year?
9. Turkey lead by 1 in this end.
Well, you're quite right to talk about the experience these athletes get in these competitions, and quite right to point out that they're not always going to get that in senior competitions. But we've got a couple of Turkish archers, and of course you've already mentioned Fullerton on the Danish side, who have already got that kind of experience at senior level. I mean, it is phenomenal that these archers are still competing at junior level.
Yeah, back when I was a junior, you had an under 16 category and an under 18 category, and as soon as you became an 18-year-old, that was it. You're lumped in with the seniors. So it was quite tricky to transition from junior to senior.
8.
Oh, Turkey with an 8 there. He had 1 second left. I think he was lucky that that hit. We've seen a couple of misses in some previous matches today.
9.
Chance here to keep hold of the 6-point lead, but does need a 10 here from Fullerton.
10.
Well, that's what was ordered, and that's what he has given us, a 172 for Denmark. There is a provisional markup for Türkiye, but it's a very, very solid start from Denmark. You asked the question, has Fullerton won on the circuit this season, senior circuit? Well, no, but he did pick up a silver medal in Antalya in 2021 on the High Under Archery World Cup circuit, World Archery's premier series. And Denmark have some strong archers, they have strong pedigree, and they seem today just to be handling this blustery wind. Explain to everyone why you guys can handle the wind, you can even handle the rain. You only stop for shooting when there's lightning around. And you're not worried about how strong the wind is, but there's an issue when it's not consistent. Why is that?
The teams are so loud. I'm just going to wait for them there. Yeah, but we actually at the British Championships they actually did cancel the shoot because the wind was so bad, and arrows were going missing and they were coming off the rest. So that's the only time that it becomes dangerous, when the arrows come off a compound rest. You don't want to hit any of the work party, so that's when they will cancel a competition for the wind. But yeah, when it's tricky like this, when it goes left, right, that's what the archers were seeing down at the competition field this week. And yeah, they seem to be struggling a lot more. I think here it seems to be a bit more consistent from right to left.
So do archers, will they adjust to aim, or is it different between different archers? Do they go for feel?
So compound, you have a scope, a level in your scope. Some archers will actually bubble shoot. Some, like myself, I just move my sight. Some will actually aim off. So it's completely...
So it's whatever works for you as an individual. That's a common theme when asking archers questions. Whatever works for you, it tends to be the answer. Look, it's a difficult time for Türkiye here. They need it all to start working for them right now. They trail by 6 points and they shoot first in the final end. Well, they trail by 5 points because they did have that arrow marked up in the third end. Starting with a 10. And that's what they need to do, isn't it? When you're leading out, when you're trailing, you need to put down big scores to put pressure on your opponent.
That's it. I mean, from the first end, I thought Türkiye had the match after the Denmark 8. But then Türkiye put in a red, so if you can just put in as many 10s as possible in this last end and just hope that your opponents don't do that, then yeah, it's all to play for.
Yeah, looking for the best score possible and for your opponents to drop points. A 29, not bad. 196 is the marker they've put down. 202 available through the first rotation for Denmark.
And Denmark have retaliated with a 10 of their own. I don't think that arrow could get any closer to the center of the target there. That was right on the X.
Again, looking to put some pressure on with some big scores.
He's not leaving enough time for his teammate there. 12 seconds, and he needs a 10. The Turkish team looking worried. 4 seconds. That was lovely.
Finishing off very strongly indeed, Türkiye for a 226. Best score so far in the match from them in the end for a 59. But this is still in the hands of Denmark. 231 available. Into the 10. 231 still available. Plenty of time on the clock. Bjarnason getting set up in a relaxed fashion. Just hits the 9 for a 220. So 6 to draw level. They've not been anywhere near a 6, and it's Mattias Fullerton, the senior world number 4, who is going to shoot the final arrow. Will it be gold for Denmark? Yes, it will. What a performance from the Danish trio. A 229. Look, they didn't get off to the best start with a 56 up against a 57 from Türkiye, but Turkiye's 54 in the second end opened the door for Denmark. They took the opportunity and they saw it out through ends 2, 3 and 4, and Denmark are the European champions.